Grand M14 parts such as that. I've set aside a few, some of the more rare parts, the short fork parts, the things that people are going to pay premium money for. The Hart trigger groups from HR. There's some gas trap parts, M1D scope mounts. Here's a new in the wrap since 1952, 1903 A4 sniper scope base mount. Lots of the parts are still sealed in tubes. There's more of these, but there's a few cases of these gas cylinders. There's 2 gas cylinders for M14s per tube. These tubes contain like blank firing adapters or grenade launchers, things like that. More O3 parts. Top rods for the 14s. There's enough parts to make many M14 kits, Garand kits, carbine, etc. A lot of the stuff is bagged up, such as there's 200 gas spindle for the M14 here, operating guide, or operating rod guide, all moving tubes, gas cylinder locks, trigger housings, trigger groups, firing pins, sight parts, trigger housings, just more parts than can be counted. Most of it's sealed. These are all cases full of apertures for the rear sights on the 14s. Would work for the Garands as well. Bags and bags full of firing pins, hop rods, different pieces. There's some more inner tube grenade launchers, gas cylinders, safety springs. Added a few of the bolts again. Stock barrels, trigger group parts. Most of the Garand parts here. All of these cases are full. Lower bands, cases full of those. Lots of op rods, IHC, Remington, or RA, I'm sorry. Springfield. Just a little bit of everything. HRA. But all these drawers are full of the same. Barrels. Starting to get into a few of the 1911 parts. This is a bunch of barrels for the Cape Rain, Smith & Wessons. Carbine tools, it look like. Some carbine parts here. Miscellaneous stuff. There's some more bolts. As you can see, things get scattered out amongst the different barrels. 03s, 1917s, these are all M14 barrels here. This is a drawer full of Uzi parts, mini Uzi barrels, full-size Uzi barrels, top covers, springs, recoil, buffers. Here's more barrels, carbine, 1917, 1903s. This is mostly 1903 stuff, more bands, rear sight bases, lock and feed. More the same. Let's get down to the trigger groups. I think these are mostly IHC trigger groups here. There's cans and cans full of them over there. More M14 trigger groups. Gas cylinders. More barrels. Pretty much all sealed. You can read some of the markings on 1903 on those. More barrels. A couple of 22 barrels. I haven't identified what they go to yet, but early 22s probably. This has got some M16 like buffer tubes or buffer bodies. Let's see. Has a lot of the 1911 parts here. More bags full of the carbine takedown tools for the bolt. carbine sights, 1911 parts. These bags are all full of 1911 parts. Mainspring housings from about every era, even the early checkered style. All GI parts. These bags are all full of the same. Hundreds of extractors, firing pins. A lot of it's new in the raft. Barrel links from Remington Rand. These parts are all 1911 parts. Hammers, mainsprings, plungers, pins for mainsprings, grip screws, grip frame insert screws, extractors, sears, disconnects. More 1911 parts, Sarah springs, all in the wrappers, extractors, ejectors, boxes of stuff, sealed, like this one's from 1952, New Haven, Connecticut, firing pin. There's 100 firing pins in that box. Springs. These slides are all original Colt slides here, so I'm kind of wrapped up here, but a few of them have been Parkerized. Most of them are still in their original blue. Some are marked U.S. Navy, some are marked U.S. Army. Some have a patent date, the last patent date of 1911, some 1913. Union Switch and Signal. These are all Colts. They're here. Some early, like this is a early Remington UMC slide, World War I slide. Lots of 1911 parts, some more bayonets and parts there. These drawers mostly contain miscellaneous machine gun parts, more Thompson parts, MG32 or 34, 42 parts. I'll try to finish up this section without starting again. These bins, mostly M60 parts, a few carbine and a few 1911 parts here as well. These are all full of carbine parts here, so if there's more operating slides, there's hundreds of those. That's just some more of the wrenches. Some housings, grip or trigger housings, lots of trigger housings as well. Some interesting things in this cabinet. Some drawers I'll skip over, just full of miscellaneous machine gun parts, but some are full of interesting things such as these are all barrels for the Colt Ace 22 conversions there. A few SIG Beretta parts as well mixed in with it, but mostly the 22 stuff. Magazines, lots of magazines for the Colt Aces as well. This drawer was full of 03 parts, a box full of rear sight apertures, sealed in 1945, it's marked. Bolts in the box, of course we've shown lots of that already. Miscellaneous scope mounts, sling mounts. Let's see, this drawer here, trying to skip the machine gun parts. Let's see, more machine gun parts. This drawer is full of all the remainder of the slides for the Colt Ace conversion kits for the 22s. Firing pin stops, firing pins, some of the other parts for it. Very desirable on the market. There's just some Garand chrome trigger groups, and then some more Garand trigger groups. We've got hundreds of those. This drawer is full of nothing terribly rare, but just earlier military. A few Colt in this drawer, Ithaca, older Colt, but mostly military contract slides here. In addition to the two drawers full over there, which I may have skipped out of my sink, I think, but this is full of Remington Rand, Ithaca. These here and over here are all Union Switch and Signal slides. This one's marked model of 1911 U.S. Army.